In the quiet streets of Timber Creek, one woman's power ruled through fear until the day she crossed a line. When a child was pushed into traffic over sidewalk chalk, one father revealed who he really was. Not just a parent, but a man trained for justice. What happened next would shake the entire neighborhood and end a reign built on control. Timber Creek was the kind of neighborhood where everything looked perfect on the outside. White fences, trimmed hedges, smiling faces at block parties. But behind the manicured lawns was something else entirely control. Fear. Silence. And at the center of it all stood Karen Devereaux. No one elected her. She took the title of HOA president like it was her birthright. And for years, we let her run things too tired, too busy, too afraid to challenge her. She fined people for leaving trash bins out an hour late. She wrote up families for chalk drawings and kids' bicycles leaning against porch rails. To most, she was a nuisance. To me, she was a threat. I was a former FBI agent. Now, just a dad trying to live quietly with my 8-year-old son. Jake. After losing my wife 3 years ago, I hung up my badge and focused on raising him right. No more investigations. No more conflict. Just peace. But peace doesn't last when people like Karen are in power. That morning was warm. Clear skies. Jake was on the sidewalk out front, drawing a dragon with chalk. His hands were streaked with color, his eyes focused, his little tongue poking out as he concentrated. He looked so happy, so safe. Then I heard it, the sound that haunted the street. Click, click, click. Karen's heels. I looked up and saw her marching toward us with her clipboard tucked tight to her chest. Her platinum hair glinting in the sun like a crown. Her lips were pursed, her eyes sharp and cold. She crossed the street with purpose, scanning Jake like he was graffiti on a cathedral. "No sidewalk art," she snapped. "That's a violation of community policy." Jake blinked up at her, confused. "It's just chalk. It washes off." She leaned down. "I said erase it." I stepped in, calm but firm. "It's harmless." "Karen." She turned her full glare on me. "It's disorder. And I'm warning you. Next time it'll come with a fine." Then, Jake made the mistake of hesitating. Just a second of confusion. That's when it happened. Karen shoved him, hard. I watched, frozen, as he stumbled backward off the curb and into the street. A car was coming. The screech of tires sliced through the air. My heart stopped. The vehicle missed him by inches. I was already sprinting. I scooped Jake into my arms. His face was pale. He was shaking. I held him close, my chest burning with something I hadn't felt in years. The cold, focused fury I'd buried when I left the bureau. And then I heard her. "He should know better," Karen said. Like this was somehow his fault. That was the last line she'd ever cross. I stood up slowly, placing Jake behind me. Karen didn't move. She didn't flinch. That was her mistake. I walked toward her. My voice was low, controlled. "You just endangered a child." "I enforce the rules," she replied. "This is my neighborhood." I moved fast. Training kicked in. In one smooth motion, I grabbed her wrist, twisted her arm behind her back, and brought her down to the grass. She screamed, not in pain, but in disbelief. The clipboard hit the ground. "What are you doing? You can't touch me." I pulled a zip tie from my back pocket. "Old habits die hard. You're under citizen's arrest," I said. She thrashed, screamed for help, but no one came. Neighbors stepped outside, phones already recording. Some stared, some smiled. Karen had ruled Timber Creek with fear, but no one was afraid anymore. I turned her over, zip tie secure around her wrists, and pulled out my phone. I hit record. Her face flushed red as the camera caught every word. "You'll regret this," she spat. "I'll have you arrested." "No," I said. You're done. You pushed a child into traffic. And now everyone knows it. Police arrived quickly. I handed them the footage and stepped back. The officer reviewed it, then looked at Karen like she was something stuck to his shoe. Ma'am, you're being charged with child endangerment. What, he attacked me? The officer didn't blink. The video says otherwise. They put her in cuffs. Her reign was over. But the story didn't end there. After Karen's arrest, the floodgates opened. People came forward. Stories poured in threats, forged notices, fake rules invented on the spot. A local journalist picked it up. The HOA board was exposed for years of corruption and abuse. Karen's so-called authority evaporated. The board resigned. The HOA was suspended pending a full audit. Many of the fines people had paid over the years were found to be baseless. And legal action began, for the first time in a decade. Timber Creek could breathe. But what moved me most wasn't the paperwork or the headlines. It was the look on Jake's face 2 days later. We walked to the sidewalk together. He held a brand new box of chalk in his hand, but didn't say a word. He sat down and began to draw. A sun, a dog. Then a dragon, bigger this time, fiercer. And when I looked up, I saw other kids joining him, drawing too. Their parents stood nearby, watching. No more clipboards. No more whispers. Freedom doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it arrives in silence, in shared glances, in colors smeared on concrete. I knelt beside Jake and picked up a piece of blue chalk. He looked at me, eyes bright. We're safe now. Right, I smiled. Yeah, buddy. We are. And for the first time in a long time, I believed it. I believed.